lies in the interior of the inscribed angle. Pretty much just a description. Okay, so if someone were to say that the intersected arc, what's the measurement of it? You gotta look at the angle that creates it. Anyone have a guess as to what the measurement would be? Like for instance, if the intercepted arc was, say, 100 degrees, any ideas as to what the inscribed angle would be? 50? That's actually correct.
Yes, sir.
How about that? Yeah, it's not going to be the full length. If you think about it, a central angle, which is right here in the middle, was the same length as this guy. So we know it's not going to be the full length. We're actually going further away, and it is by a half. Okay? So here we go. Inscribed angle theorem is precisely that. The inscribed angle is half the measure of the intercepted arc. The other lines that are drawn on there help you prove the theorem, which right now, time-wise, won't work too much with. But it does support. Let's say for a bonus opportunity, if anyone wants to try, maybe prove that. It doesn't have to be a two-column proof. If you can logically, you can put in some sentences, or if you can create your own diagram. If anyone can come up with an argument as to why, and like I said, these lines do help. We could create a radius with B to C, we could have two triangles, and that might help too. But if you can come up with a reasonable argument as to why it's half the measurement, and we can discuss this a little later, you're supposed to.
Wow. It's quite generous.
Questions so far? Let's take a look at some examples. Find the measure of the blue arc or angle.
What are the daily job duties of this profession?
My daily job duties in this profession, just on a regular classroom basis. The first would just be to take attendance. Afterwards, I usually either go over the homework or the assignment from the previous day. Afterwards, teach the actual lesson, which isn't on an everyday basis. I mean, you can't teach a lesson every day. It's impossible. But that would happen, and then at the very end would just be recap and then just move on to the next day. So that's just in a classroom. Outside of that would be grading A lot of lesson planning involved with that. And any unassigned duties that were given to us that we have to perform throughout the year. Those would be our daily tasks, besides all the other stuff that goes with it, but those are the daily ones.
Good. What goods or services are produced or provided?
The school provides life insurance for us. It also provides us not only just a paycheck, it also provides medical coverage. So those are two things that they do give us. They also provide for us educational and trainings, either by online or through professional development meetings. So those are provided to us. A lot of times we actually have to go outside the school and attend a class or sign up for a college class and try and get some more training on things. But the school does provide some opportunities for us with that.
What do you enjoy most about your job?
Probably the most cliche thing in teaching, as everyone would say, but it is the truth though. The most joy you get out of teaching is when you see your lesson or how you taught something either click inside an individual or just help them progress, better in that subject area. So if I taught a lesson and someone said, I never understood it before, but the way you explained it, I finally understand it. I mean, that any day of the week is the best thing you can feel as a teacher, is knowing that you affected a student's life one way or another, because that's why we're in this job. We're not in it for the money, and despite what other people say, we're not in it for the summer vacations either. We're in it truly for the students, and it's that reward out-trumps anything. All the bad that we get through and are told about, it's just knowing that we affected a student's lives positively, whether it's academically or into anything that they could accomplish, like any interest for them.
It's also a great feeling as a student whenever you get over something that was really hard to understand.
Yep, always is. And math's one of those topics where a lot of people have difficulty with it, and it's tricky, and it's like Chinese on the board. But yeah, as long as you can help them get through that, I mean, it's an awesome feeling to have.
Then what do you find most difficult or stressful about your job?
The most difficult, I mean, there's always a lot of things that you encounter as a teacher, but I think the most difficult is not knowing or having something come up that wasn't planned. Being the most prepared teacher in the world is still not going to have you prepared for something that just comes right in the middle of the day. Whether it's a fire drill or whether it's a emergency meeting or an assembly or there's a school function happening, you can have your lesson completely outlined and just be demolished by that thing. That's the highest stressor that I have for this job. The other things I could prepare for and plan for, and yeah, you're always going to encounter students that don't know all their math facts or don't know the basic tools that you need, and that's normal. But knowing that there's something beyond your control and there's nothing you can do about it, that's the highest stressor. So that to me is the worst.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I had a great time today. Can't wait to do this next week.
Yeah, I was going to say we got one more to go. Yep.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Before we jump into today's lesson, or actually the practice for it, I want to review congruencies. We haven't done those in a long time. Okay? So, who can tell me what theorems are used to prove that triangles are congruent? Who remembers? All right. Sounds isn't good. How about this? I'll start it off.
Side, side, side.
That's one.
Side angle side.
That's two. What's that? Angle, angles? That's for similarities. That's okay. Angle, side, angle. Angle, angle, side. Very good. What can't we use?
Angle side side.
Angle side side, or we'll write this instead, right? Yeah, because what it spells backwards isn't really necessarily a good word. So you can't use that. And what's the other one then that we can't use? Do you remember? Yeah, angle, angle, angle. Okay, not allowed. We can create two different triangles with the same angles, so that one doesn't work for congruencies. What's the one that we use for right triangles only? HF. Does that look familiar? Kinda, sorta. Alright, here's what I want you to do. On IXL, 10th grade geometry, I want you to try the skill set K5. Remember, they're not going to mark vertical angles, you have to consider that, and reflexive sides. So if you want to partner up with someone, I'll let you, but get your iPad out. If you don't have an iPad, you can use your phone. Try it out. Your iPad's not fully charged, it's okay. Try your phone out. IXL, 10th grade geometry, and skill set K5 will be towards the middle. Just be cautious. Vertical angles and reflexive sides, they won't mark those congruent. You have to remember that, then decide if the triangles are